On the News Hour debate tonight, I have Dr. B.K. Gupta, former Delhi Police Commissioner, Ashok Karnik, former Deputy Director IB, they'll be joining us, Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP, Sudha Ramalingam of the PUCL, human rights activist from Chennai, Mahmood Pracha is advocate in this case, and Abid Rasool Khan will be joining us in some time as well. Mr. Mahmood Pracha repeatedly, on multiple occasions, in multiple ways, with colossal evidence. Everyone from this court today to the Supreme Court of India, to the High Court, to the NHRC, they have all said one thing, that this man, Mohan Chand Sharma, was martyred by a terrorist. At one point, even you will have to accept the reality, and if you have any faith in the courts and the legal processes and the institutions like the NHRC, then you must admit that you got it all wrong. And that this defense of a terrorist has been going on for far too long now, backed by a group of people. What do you think, Mr. Pracha?
First of all, Arnab, I am not the lawyer in this case, but I am handling almost all the cases against Indian Mujahideen, the so-called Indian Mujahideen. Well, the first thing I would like to tell you is that this judgment does not say a word about Shehzad or anyone else being a terrorist. Secondly, it does not say a word about whether these were members. No finding has been given whether they were members of Indian Mujahideen or not. So, please do not scandalize this issue. This is a first judgment. This is not the final judgment. Please understand that there are various procedures which are left even now. Please understand that there is a High Court. Please understand that appeal against this order is available to the accused as a matter of right. What I will tell you now is, please understand this, that the biggest thing in these cases is not to scandalize these cases, not to and the biggest culprit according to me, Mr. Arnab, is the media. Because what you are saying even today, that these are terrorists, this is not the finding of this judgment. That these are Indian Mujahideen members, this is not finding of this judgment.
Mr. Pracha?
The only finding there is...
Mr.
Yes.
Pracha, I just want to tell you one thing.
Mr. Arnab.
I want to tell you one thing. I can counter you fact by fact and point by point. But if I present the facts to you tonight, I request you to throw away all that rhetoric and to be real. Because your arguments have been torn on multiple occasions. One, you say encounter was not genuine. That's been proven wrong. Secondly, NHRC did not investigate properly and relied on official documents. That's been rejected by the High Court of India. Thirdly, we want a judicial inquiry. That's what you said. The Supreme Court upheld the Delhi High Court's decision. I don't know which law of the land you're talking about. You quote the NHRC when you talk about Manipur. I want you to accept the NHRC when it comes to Batla House. This whole argument that there were no eyewitnesses to the scene, I can go point by point on that, Mr. Pracha, but throw away that rhetoric for once tonight. Because then you'll have to explain who Shehzad was and what he was doing. And let's not get into those details. Meenakshi Lekhi's first response. Meenakshi Lekhi's first response.
Judgment to you.
Meenakshi Lekhi's first response on Mr. Pracha's interpretation of the judgment.
The lawyer. You see, Mr. Pracha is representing a certain group of people, so you really can't expect him to divulge the truth, because he has to maintain certain stances of his clients. And as the law stands, today the client stands convicted in one matter. Now, whether it was within the purview of this court to take a call or make a judgment about this gentleman Shehzad being a part of Indian Mujahideen is part of the other charge sheet. Today the matter was before the court whether the encounter was genuine or not. That means there is a presumption of law. One, that the police went to arrest certain people belonging to some terrorist module, and when they went to arrest these people, they were attacked. And because they were attacked, and as a lawyer, Mr. Pracha would agree with me, that even a common citizen, a private person, has a right to self-defense. Now these are police people. So police, soldiers, paramilitary forces, they all not only have a right to self-defense, but they also have a duty to protect all of us, and they are given licensed weapons to use when they are being attacked in such cases, or use them when a common man is being attacked by such terrorist groups. And this is precisely what the encounter is all about.
No, point simply is this. You see, what interestingly Mr. Pracha is trying to do, because I think, Mr. Pracha, you are worried about the impact of what has been said today on other cases. Now, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Pracha. No, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Pracha. Just allow me 1 minute, please. You must understand what was the prosecution's case which has been upheld here. The prosecution's case was about Shehzad being a member of the Indian Mujahideen who had fled the spot during the encounter, right? And the prosecution told the court they had sufficient circumstantial evidence and phone records to prove that Shehzad was present in Batla House and that he'd fired on the police team. And it was on Shehzad's shots that Mohan Chand Sharma died. Now, all that's been proven. So what has been proven is that a terrorist shot at a police officer and killed the police officer, the same police officer who you have been insulting the memory and martyrdom of, Mr. Pracha. Why don't you understand today that game is up? That line of argument will not hold.
Arnab, first of all, it has not been held by this judgment that Shehzad shot Mr. Mohan Chand Sharma. You are misquoting the judgment again. Secondly, you said it is the case, the prosecution case, that there was an Indian Mujahideen, terrorist of Indian Mujahideen. Let me read out the judgment to you. It is pointed out by Shri Satish Tamta, advocate, as per the case of prosecution, the occupants of flat number 108, including accused Shehzad, were active members of Indian Mujahideen, but this fact has not been proved on file. True, this is what the judge is saying. There is no evidence on record to establish that fact. At that time, this court cannot be expected to endeavor in giving findings about the fact for the purpose of decision in this case. So, please do not say that the prosecution's case has been upheld, that these were terrorists. Please do not say that this judgment upholds the fact that they were members of Indian Mujahideen.
You forget your own case.
Do not say that.
You forget your own case. Meenakshi Lekhi wants to counter you. This is a case of a suspected. This is a case. I don't know why you hold up a case for Indian Mujahideen tonight, but this is a case of a suspected Indian Mujahideen operative called Shehzad Ahmed, standing trial, charged with the murder. Charged with the murder of Inspector Mohan Chand Sharma, charged with criminal conspiracy, charged with firing on a police team. He is said to be one of the occupants of the flat in Jamia Nagar where the encounter took place on September 19, 2008 between the officers of the special cell and suspected Indian Mujahideen terrorists. That's what the whole case has been about. This case has been about an encounter between IM terrorists and the Delhi police.
You can say anything you like, Arnab, but these are not the facts as stated by the judgment.
Well, I don't know who you want to trust now anymore, Mr.
Pracha, can I intervene?
Yeah.
Mr. Pracha.
Yes, sure.
Unfortunately, we do not have the benefit of being lawyers in this matter and getting the copy of the judgment. So whatever is the preceding paragraph or the following paragraph, I cannot. No, I would prefer to get a copy, and I may take it from you tomorrow in the court. But my point is very simple.
No, it is on the net already.
The entire case was. I tried to search it. I didn't get it.
I'll tell him. I'll tell you, Meenakshi. Meenakshi. I have the judgment, and I don't think. Yeah. I don't think at this point of time. Yeah, no, I'll tell you. I'll read out a part. I'll read out a part. I'll read out a part because I think Mr. Pracha is being very selective. Now, Mr. Pracha may have his own reasons in being selective.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly my point.
Mr. Pracha may have his own reasons, compelling reasons to be selective. But Mr. Pracha, this is the news hour.
Something which is not true.
No, this is the news hour. This is the news hour, and on the news hour, I have the facts. Always on the news hour, I have the facts.
No, but
so I must counter you with the facts, and this is in the court of senior Rajendra.
No, I would want the following and the preceding paragraph. I'm sure this is part of the judgment.
No. 1 sec. I'll read it out to you. Please see the judgment of which you have a copy.
Please read it out, and I will read out the judgment also.
Read it out. Have patience, Mr. Pracha.
But talk on judgment.
Yes, Mr. Pracha, I will talk to you whether you want on judgment, on case history, on facts, of police, of NHRC, of Delhi High Court, or Supreme Court.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all. So the judgment says, it is well proved that in spite of assisting the police in apprehending suspects of crime, the occupants of that flat, including Shehzad Ahmed, fired at the police party. Have you got the sentence? If you got the judgment, you read the sentence. And now let me tell you, because
Yes,
Meenakshi
yes.
wants the whole
But
sentence. I'll tell you what the whole sentence
All right.
says. 1 minute. It is also well established on record that Inspector MC Sharma and HC Balwant, members of the raiding party, suffered bullet injury on being fired by the occupants of that flat, including accused Shehzad Ahmed. From the deposition of Dr. Sanjeev Lalwani and the post-mortem report, it is clear that Inspector Mohanchand Sharma died due to bullet injury suffered in that incident. What more do you want? In this way, and that paragraph goes on
Let
to
me
say,
tell
in this way, the assailants, including Shehzad Ahmed, tried to kill the said H.C. Rajbir. Right? Got it?
Arnab, now
Got it?
Meenakshi will understand this, Arnab, more.
No,
Can I say something?
No, no.
Meenakshi will understand this more, Arnab. It is just an appreciation of evidence by one
come
court,
on.
which is a trial court. There is a higher forum, which is called High Court. High Court is also going to appreciate
First, I
this
want you to
evidence
say. First, I
and
want you.
interpret it in a different way.
No. 1 second.
No,
If you
understand
are
this,
wrong, you
Arnab,
must
this is
admit
very
it.
important.
No, Mr. Pracha, if you are wrong, you must admit it.
No.
Because I have read from the judgment. You kept saying till now, where's the judgment? This is the judgment. I show you the
No,
judgment.
I am reading from the judgment also.
this in the
There is
judgment?
no word.
Is it said
What
the
I am
bullet
saying is,
injuries,
first of all,
fired
is there-
by Shehzad Ahmed killed Mohanchand Sharma? You told us, a lot of
No,
people and
it is not
activists
in the
told us,
judgment.
police
No,
officers
it is
were
not.
fighting
No,
among
no.
themselves.
It is
You
not in the
spread the
judgment.
theory that police officers were
it is
fighting
not
among
in the
themselves.
judgment.
Let me put it differently.
Meenakshi.
Let me put it differently.
I am saying
for
it
Mr.
one
Pracha's consumption. Let
simply
me put it
that it is
differently.
not in the judgment
Mr.
that
Pracha,
Shehzad's bullet.
Yes. Mr. Pracha, I have a different take on this. My take is now political. Apart from the legal process, we all know will go on. That's a separate story. And as a matter of right in this country, those rights are governed and those rights will be given. But let's come back to the political part of this. And let's come back to the part that there were 5 bomb blasts in this city. And in those 5 bomb blasts, just a week ago, that is on 13th of September, 30 people died and quite a number of people got injured. Did it happen or not? And do you want to say that police
Yes, it did.
does not do its work and the city is unsafe due to Indian Mujahideen activities and police is wrong in apprehending those people or going after those people, and they did not track the police did not track the call detail? Is that the point you're trying to make? And let me tell you, in all these cases, sometimes the activists come up that IB reports are false. Sometimes they say David Headley was wrong.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they say
Rubbish.
FBI inputs are wrong. Delhi police is wrong. Now everybody is wrong except the terrorists.
Except the activists also. Except the activists. Except some activists, everybody else is wrong.
Activists' bread and butter comes from this.
Well, I mean, I guess
Activists'
national
bread
interest.
and butter comes
I
from
will.
these
Well, I think
activities.
national
That's a
interest is
separate
sometimes
story.
more important than bread and butter. And let me tell you, in any case.
Let me respond to that.
No,
Meenakshi.
I'm going to come back to you. Sudha Ramalingam, do you think the activist group also need to apologize to the entire country for having desecrated a martyr's memory all this while?
I'm sorry, Adnab. We do apologize. We do feel bad for every life lost. We do feel bad for every life lost. And the state has no business to kill people. The state's role is
Oh,
to
my God.
I mean, it has got to ensure that every life is saved. The fundamental right to live in this country has to be
Miss Ramalingam, what are you talking about? Today it has been proven. Today it has been proven. Are you on the side of the Indian Mujahideen in this? Are you on the side of the Indian Mujahideen in this?
I'm not on the
Are you on the side of the Indian Mujahideen in this?
I'm on the side of law.
The Indian Mujahideen which bleeds our country, which has been propped up by Pakistan, backed by the Lashkar-e-Toiba. You're backing the Indian Mujahideen against your own patriot?
I'm not on the side of anyone. Don't put words into my mouth.
Well, whose side are you on? You're not even on the side of the truth or the High Court judgment or the Supreme Court judgment. You're not even on the side of the NHRC. Do you believe the NHRC? Do you believe the NHRC? Do you believe the NHRC?
You did not. There are so many grey shades between white and black. Don't ask me to only say whether there is white or black. Come on, give me the opportunity to talk. Do not stifle activists. Activists are not with some other agenda in us. We do not have any selective memory or amnesia. We would like to talk the truth. We would like the state to be also take.
Can you say one thing specific in this case?
Responsible to people.
Can you say one specific thing about this case?
Excuse me, Arnab, kindly listen to me. You have been making sweeping statements. I have repeatedly come to this program only because I would like to tell that you are wrong about activists. We are not here to ensure that somebody lives and somebody dies. We want everyone to live.
Some activists, not all.
Everyone to live. No.